What's going on, family? It's your boy C-Mo the C Mitchell checking in with an update for the Falcons bird bath. Hit the playlist below and check out the keys to victory versus the Vikings. The Falcons have decided to bench Younghoe Koo, starting Romo, the kicker that they signed. And the Vikings will be without their tackle, Christian Darrisaw. For the remainder of the show, we're going to tap in with Steve Hightower, our resident sports specialist. We're going to talk to him about a few of the injuries that we got on the injury report, get his deeper thoughts about that, as well as some of the key matchups he sees out there and what he thinks about the running back game. Hightower, what's going on, man? Tapping in again with the bird bath.
Hello, man. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Biggest updates right now, we'll start first and foremost with are the injury reports. Specifically, we got Mooney and Drake London coming back, and I believe that should be huge for Penix. I felt like they definitely missed having Mooney out there. In the NFL, a deep pass is, 20 yards, they say, but Penix, there's a different level to his deep ball than even some of the deep. There's very few quarterbacks that could throw that deep.
I mean, he has a great release. He's real smooth, but don't sleep. He has a strong arm, and he makes it look real easy.
Yeah, it's crazy how effortless he makes it, man. Also, at this point, they're going to be without DeMarco Hellams this game again, or I believe he's questionable. And Jordan Fuller, he's got a knee injury, and Casey Washington is out with a concussion already. James Pearce Jr. is questionable right now with ironically enough, a groin injury, which is something that Jalen Walker was dealing with. Yeah. Do you think he's going to play? It says he's been a limited participant all week.
In that case, probably not. Right. They're probably going to try to hold him out and keep him healthy, get him healthier for next week.
I think he had a 20% win rate or 20% pressure rate or something like that, which is huge. But
listen, this is a pro team. They'll make do. They'll make do. And I mean, at certain days they need to make. They need to increase and work on from last week. Hopefully, they'll do it this week.
Right on. What are the biggest points that you saw that you'd like to see them work on, the Falcons?
Well, I mean, I want to see the running back run. I want to see Bijan running the ball, not just receiving the ball. That's one. I wanted to see them in an aggressive style play call, because when you do that, you can see things change. You can control the defense a little bit, and they weren't really as aggressive as I wanted them to be. They had a few flashes of aggressiveness, but overall, they got a little stale. And the other thing was with that daggone kicker. He messed the whole thing up. I don't understand.
Right. You were saying you wanted to see them be a little bit more aggressive with the running game. I'm a firm believer that it's not even always about the yardage. Sometimes it is the matter that you're going to commit and keep running and keeping them.
It's the threat. The threat. What happens when you run the ball? You control a lot of the linebacker play, and it sets up your medium to long, your deep range passes. So you want to always run the ball a little bit, show them that you're not afraid, and show them that you're tough.
I mean, contrary to popular belief, you can run at teams a lot of the times when they do get blitz happy sometimes and throw them off with the misdirection. And they had some things that they were doing against the Bears last week, but I also feel like we have better athletes than the Bears have in terms of our running back situation, if you will.
You know. That's right. You know, it's kind of like playing the lotto. You got to be in it to win it. So for Bijan, the threat of him breaking one is always there. The threat of the big play is always evident. But you have to continue to show that that's an option, and work the run, or they're not even going to worry about it. I mean, you saw he had 100-something yards receiving, which was great. But if they would have been running the ball a little bit more, I think that they would have been more successful.
I would say before we knew that Mooney was going to be back this game in London, I thought they were going to be down both of those receivers. I thought that I would have liked to see them potentially this game get Bijan more in space, maybe get him 10 to 15 carries max, and let Tyler Algier get more of those carries and run at them more. I feel like this Falcons team is much better when we're running like 25 to 30 times a game. What do you think about that? Do you think that it matters who gets those touches each time, or does it matter Does Bijan need to have more than 10 rushing attempts, or does it matter as long as you get the attempts and the touches?
Well, what happens when you're a running back? Um, you desire the ball. You want to get into a rhythm, so you want to at least get 12 to 15 carries, at least in a game, just to set things up. Um, you want to pretty much command the defense in the focusing on you, so that now the passing game is open. So definitely, he needs at least 15 carries. He has that. The threat of him playing and running the ball has to be there to keep the linebackers at home.
It's interesting. Bijan was talking about the short yardage situations and then working on short yardage a lot more. I even heard one of the commentators say it during the game. Yeah, you want to give Tyler the ball in this situation. And I'm like, no, I think Bijan is your best running back at everything, even your short yardage situations. Because if as a linebacker, if I see Bijan out there, I'm like, okay, this could be a quick screen, this could be a quick pass, and his 0 to top speed is so quick and so fast. Like I have to worry about, I could be in position and be out of position still with Bijan Robinson. Whereas with Tyler Algier, you know that it's just only one thing. If he gets caught up in the line, I can hit him and he's not going out on a route and going to beat me. Whereas Bijan, he'll.
Well, you know it.
Yeah. So what happens is Algier, because he is one-dimensional, and you're not worried about the big run with him, don't think that's a weakness. That is actually a strength, because now the linebackers are definitely going to stay at home because they want to meet him in the hole. Okay? So when they make their game plan up, they might want to start off with Algier so they get the linebackers just a little lazy and then kill them with Bijan.
It's interesting. People say how we have one of the best backfields, but I think it's easy to not utilize those guys the way that you need to, especially when you have these weapons like Pitts and Drake London and Darnell Mooney. How do you think that they achieve that balance? Because it seems like Zach Robinson had a bit of trouble. He wasn't terrible with the play calling, but a little bit better balance or situational would have. Like, how do you make sure you get the people involved in the right way?
I mean, listen. They come up with a game plan. They have to execute it, but you have to be willing to make changes as you go to accommodate the other team's changes also and adjustments. The problem that I see is it's almost as if the coach was afraid to stick with his plan and then play it safe and didn't do anything.
Right.
And why, I have no idea. I mean, use what you have, believe in what you have, and go play football.
Right.
Yeah, I was reading that quote to you earlier when it said that Bijan was saying something about how they expected them, what they prepared for Tampa Bay did something differently. And in my mind, slightly in my mind a little bit, I do understand the nuance of that being a player. A lot of fans out there are like, oh, that's an indictment on the coach and not being prepared for that. Theoretically, I think a lot of people are like, well, he should still be able to dictate to the defense, even as a coordinator, and still impose our will. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, so a lot of your top organizations, one thing they specialize in is making adjustments as the game goes on.
Yes.
I'm not talking bad about Atlanta's offensive coordinator. I don't know him personally, so I'm going to be nice. But you get paid the big money to make adjustments. That's why you're a coach. That's why you're a coordinator. When you don't do it, my question is, what's holding you back? As a football fan, not just as a coach, you want to see your best players go out there, and if you believe in them, you want to see what they can accomplish.
Right.
So my thing is, why not use what you have? Die by the sword. Don't be soft, though.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think I think Tampa did a good job against our run, but I think we just needed to stick with that a little bit more, like you said. I definitely believe that that's where we should have been at with it. Hopefully we will be able to do a lot more running. That the Vikings are out a few key players, specifically a guy I've talked about on this channel a lot is Andrew Van Ginkel. He's out with a concussion, this week. He's probably their most versatile edge rusher. He can drop into coverage. He's a good open field tackler. He's solid against the run and pretty good as an edge guy. Do you think this is going to affect their game plan that much? They're definitely one of the most blitz happy teams.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to change anything for one main reason. They won. They came back and won last week, so they're confident. So even when they're weak, you gain confidence and you do your thing. You perform. You believe in yourself. You perform at a higher level. And we want to see what Atlanta does against them because they're gassed. They believe they can win right now. So Atlanta got to come with it.
Right.
Yeah, they also got Okuda out, who's got a concussion. I believe that that's an area they even though they have some versatile guys, I don't think that they're especially good against the pass and even in short area spaces. That's kind of one of the reasons I say I think we have better athletes at running back. I don't think that they can cover our running backs the same way, especially if they get as blitz happy. Of course, I know they blitzed a little bit less than they typically would have because they're enjoying having Jonathan Allen out there, other defensive tackle that they have brought in as an upgrade as well too. So they don't have to blitz as much. But we were able to gash Tampa a couple times. Like Bijan had one key reception that was like 25 yards where they tried to blitz us a little later in the game. And Pitts just dumped it right over their head. He's been really good at just taking what the defense
gives them.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is Minnesota's defense. Their cornerbacks. They're pretty decent. They're fearless. So even when they make mistakes, which they do, they still come right back and keep playing. They don't let themselves. They don't have a pity party. So what's going to happen is, with the other injuries, it's not going to make a difference. The fact that Atlanta has gotten back some of their offensive players, right? That's going to help them because the cornerbacks aren't great. They're good, but we need all cylinders to be firing off by Atlanta because they need to win this game. This would be big for them.
What's your thoughts about Minnesota's offense and their total overall from what you saw in the game last week? Because Justin Jefferson, he still got his, and I think a lot of people don't understand. Having a premier receiver like that with a touchdown or two, if he didn't have 7-8 receptions for over 100 and something yards, you're taking that. You're like, okay, these guys are going to get their play. I think Jesse Bates said something along the lines that how we're going to see Billy Bowman inside the box a lot more. And I love Billy Bowman as a smaller nickel. They try to run at him, but he's manhandles tight ends when they try to run at him. He also said that A.J. Terrell was going to draw the man coverage against Justin Jefferson. Do you think this is one of those games that we're going to see Justin Jefferson go out? Because last week, we didn't run a lot of man coverage. We actually ran 70% of the time zone, so I thought it was kind of odd that they even brought that up.
I don't see why they would give more man.
First of all, you can't stop Justin.
Right.
Okay, that's number one. So if he wants to get his, he will. They were patient with him. I know that he was a decoy a lot last week, the first half of the game. And I think that was by plan because he wanted to get the other guys warmed up and ready to go, get them into their rhythm of the game. Because he's always in rhythm.
Right.
His bad game is somebody's best game.
Right.
So it's not what you can do against him. Let him get his. You have to stop everybody else.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. They have Aaron Jones being out there. He was supposed to be their starting running back coming into the season, and then he didn't have a lot of success running, and then so they went a lot more with Mason out there. What are you seeing as a difference in their running style and from what you're seeing out of the two of those guys? I know you still like Aaron Jones a lot.
It's going to be an interesting one. They have with Aaron Jones being out
Aaron's
there.
More finesse with a tough edge.
He was supposed to be their starting
Other
running
guys
back
more
coming
power,
into the season,
and he's young
he didn't
and
have a lot of success
he's hungry.
running, and then so they went a
use
lot more
to
with
their advantage.
Mason out there. What are you seeing as a
Give the young
difference
guy,
in their running style and
let him wear him out a little bit, and then Jones is
what you're
coming
seeing
in
out of the
finesse
two of
with
those
him.
guys? I know you still like Aaron Jones a lot.
Yeah, I seen they were liking to put him out there. At, Aaron Jones actually out there at actually putting him out there at a wide receiver position,
Yeah,
splitting him out wide.
I mean, he does everything well. He does everything well. So, and he really reads defenses very well also. So when he goes to the slot and stuff like that, you got to watch him. But don't sleep. He's hungry too. If he gets in rhythm, he can tear you up. He's the type of guy that will have a great game today, average game for the next 3 games.
Right.
And another big game, just because they can kind of put him in wherever they need him. He can make the adjustment and be a factor in the game, but you don't want to wear him out. You got to use both backs.
For sure, man. It ought to be a good one, man. It ought to be a good one. Who you got winning this game?
Uh, uh, to tell you the truth, I'm going to have to say Minnesota,
Yeah.
just because of the team that they have from last year into now. They're on a winning streak,
Right. Right.
and I'm just saying. So now, if they can pressure McCarthy, different story though. If they can just get to him, just make him uncomfortable, they can change the entire game. Because he's young, he's just starting.
The biggest thing
I'm worried about with McCarthy is because I think he's going to struggle with some inaccuracies potentially. Even if we do, even if he's able to get to some of those guys, I think we have a lot of athletes that could cover out there. We're a lot faster. Yeah. What I'm worried about is being disciplined and McCarthy messing around and breaking off a few 15-yard runs on us or something like that.
That'll probably happen, but I tell you the difference. He's gonna get hit, and he's not gonna like it. Your guys in Atlanta, they hit, so they get a little bit of them. He's gonna think twice. And even when he ran last week, I mean, it looked nice, but by then they had already been dominating.
Right.
It's not like he just came out of the booth and had an S on his chest.
Right.
He worked into that, and the defense was tired and everything. It's not like he didn't take over the game. He just was very good at managing it and did a good job with his improv.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think that I like our tech. That's kind of why I believe that the Falcons. Again, this is one of those games. If I was a betting man, I might go with Minnesota potentially. Falcons got to show it and prove it, but I do like the Falcons' chances. Definitely strong. I mean, I believe we could put them in. I think this is a great game for a number of reasons. Our defensive backs, the rookies. Like I said last week, that was a good game to build confidence going against the type of quarterback that there is. He's not a top. He's a close to top 10 quarterback or right around in that range, but at the bottom of that top 10. Really good defense. Really good receiving core. Really good offense. Good offense. Still solid offensive line, even though they were down a guy. Really good rushing attack. So I think that was huge to build the confidence of your safeties and getting them used to the game speed and the ball hawk. I mean, we almost had 5 interceptions that game. If we
Imagine this. Imagine if they can do the same thing against McCarthy.
Right.
He's going to get very frustrated. I mean, it's just a second game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you can rattle him. I think he'll be okay. He's not going to be a perennial All Pro. He's going to be a good quarterback.
Right.
They can shake him up. Just a couple hits, couple pushes, and they'll be able to get a couple of those errant passes that he throws and take advantage of it.
For sure, man. But before we get out of here, man, give me your top 5 quarterbacks right now.
Ooh, top 5 right now. Well, I'm going to tell you, you might not like this. I like Hurts. Believe it or not, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert.
That's 3. You said Hurts, Justin Allen, Justin Herbert. No, you said Josh Allen, Hurts, Justin Herbert. I'm assuming you're putting Lamar in there and Mahomes, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Well, not this year. Mahomes is number 6.
Mm.
He's number 6, and it's not a bad thing. The whole team is number 6.
Right.
It's not just him. Even though he's super dynamic, he is still great, but something's a little off. Last year was a little weird. Something's a little off with that. Somebody not eating their spinach.
Mm.
But Lamar definitely. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you going Lamar, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Lamar, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts, and says 4 right there. So who's your 5th? If Mahomes is 6.
You know what? I'll put Mahomes at 5.
I was about to say, man, who are you
I'll put him at 5.
going?
No, I'm just saying because I'll put him at 5.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have no problem with him,
No, right.
but I know something's wrong.
Right. Now you got me kind of guessing who we say number 6 is. I I still think Jaden Daniels is still up there. I mean, I think the problem with that team is going to go as Jaden Daniels goes. They don't have enough.
Well, you know what? He can easily be number 6. And this isn't a bash. A lot of times, people's second years, if they had too much success the first year,
Yeah.
their second year they think they know everything,
Yeah.
and they mess up. So hopefully, he seems like he's very humble, and he's very hungry. So I think he's going to do fine.
Right. I think he
You
does.
know, but I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him.
Yeah. I kind of
I don't
want.
know. He's little. Them little dudes doing their thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
He
listen.
weigh about 180.
I want to be a homer. I feel like Penix does what he did last week. A few more weeks, we're gonna be talking about him right there in that mix, though. Right, this season.
If anybody pays attention to what he has already done, the flashes of greatness, he'll be right there in the mix.
Right.
He'll be right there. I really believe so. I believe he's going to bring a lot of change and to give you guys a consistent person that y'all believe in. Not that Matty Ice didn't believe in him. Not saying that, but he was there too long.
Right.
And y'all got kind of tired of him. Like, man, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, family, that's our show for today. Like I said, we will be live streaming for Sunday Night Football. We're going to tap in at least 30 minutes before the game, but we might even try to do an hour. Stay tuned to the Point Game Official YouTube channel, as well as our social media on Instagram and TikTok. C-Mo, the C. Mitchell, checking out for Point Game Official on the Falcons Bird Bath, baby.